Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So you guys, next week on Uthando Nesthembu, a preview showed us ukuthi uMacele kanye noMusamseleku are going back to the discussion regarding ama responsibilities kaLwandle. Lwandle being the firstborn kaMacele, the firstborn son kaMacele, concerning the whole family yakamseleku. Remember ukuthi uMacele has had issues with that because uMacele has said before ukuthi uMseleku took isithembu, unesithembu, but uLwandle doesn't have isithembu. But she always feels like uLwandle is being made to work for wonke amakhosikazi kaMseleku when they need a son okhulile to help them. He is the one that runs around makunomsebenzi, family functions and all of that. At some point uMakhumalo even said sometimes she will get emotional about it, looking at how much uLwandle works and he'll be doing the up and down. Sometimes it will feel like ezinye ingane zabafana do not exist, like they don't have other boys. For some reason uMseleku is just convinced ukuthi uLwandle should be more responsible, like should be taking care of everybody, and not just everybody as in the kids, but everybody, even the wives is kaMseleku. Now what confuses me honestly is how different that is for Mpumelelo, because for me it's almost like Mpumelelo is just supposed to be this prince that doesn't do anything, that doesn't have a lot of responsibility, following in his father's steps, in terms of taking more than one wives because that's what he wants to do. But when it comes to talking about my response, we've never seen them actually perform any of those responsibilities because we haven't really watched the children, how they live and all that. We've only have heard of it, but we haven't heard of anything like that when it comes to Mpumelelo. And Mpumelelo, my understanding is that I even went and checked online now because I thought, okay, I must be the one that is confused because Mpumelelo, what I know is that Mpumelelo is the one, inkosana, like uyenomdala kunabo bonke. It's just that akayona inkosana yasendlunkulu, so akayena inkosikazi wonke, akayona inkosana kankosikazi wokuqala. He is the firstborn, but he's not the firstborn. He is the firstborn son, by the way, because he's younger than Sneh. He's the firstborn son, but he's not the firstborn son from the first wife. So Lwandle is the firstborn son from the first wife, but Mpumelelo is actually older than everybody. So I'm not understanding this thing, yokuthi why is so much pressure put on uLwandle, you guys? Even if yes, we were following a tradition yokuthi if you are inkosana ekhaya, you are the one that has the responsibility to take care of the family. But why is that responsibility not being shared between him and Mpumelelo? And also ingenza ngicabange lento abantu abayisho sometimes ukuthi sometimes it looks like uMseleku favors iy'ngane zakaMayeni more than iy'ngane zakaMacele, almost like uyamsaba uMayeni, so iy'ngane zakhe uzitreat-a ngcono kuney'ngane zakaMacele. Angi-understand why Lwandle is being given so much responsibility but Mpumelelo is not, and also why is it not shared at least between the two of them. Also, you guys, looking at life now, life right now, is it really fair ukuthi as a father you are going to take 4 wives and those 4 wives are going to come with responsibility, and then when those responsibilities come ubese uwehlisela to your son, like you hand over the responsibilities to your son when he has not made a decision to take 4 wives? He hasn't even taken a single wife, but you have 4 wives and you have children, and whatever responsibilities that you cannot show up for, your son has to show up for. Why would it be like that? I mean, I feel like it's unfair. Ulwandle did not make a decision to take 4 wives, and he might not even take 4 wives. He might take his 1 wife, he might not even have a wife, but he already has a responsibility of 5 households, because from the preview, it sounds like Umseleku is saying Vele responsibility yakhe to take care of all of these homes. When Umaxele is saying no, but why should he take care of your wives? Because it is your wives, it is your household. Isn't imizi yakho lena, akuyona imizi kaLwandle. I don't understand it, you guys. What do you think of that? Do you think ukuthi Mseleko is right to put that responsibility on uLwandle? And also, why is it just uLwandle? You know, is the reason the fact that uphuma endlini kaMacele? Why is it that it's him, it's not Mpumelelo? Why can't Mpumelelo take that responsibility to, or part of that responsibility? Why is it okay for him to just be going around and ayophila impilo yakhe that he wants to live, while uLwandle is being put on, why so much is being put on uLwandle? I don't understand it, you guys. I don't get it. I always feel like Lwandle has a lot on his shoulders, and maybe that's why he even has inhliziyo encane. Remember when he was doing a driving lesson with Usne, number one, he sounded like he really doesn't have time for Usne to deal with Usne, and then he had to do that driving lesson, and he just didn't care to even be patient with her. I do feel a little bit like a lot is being put on him. Is it fair that you as a father make a decision that this is the lifestyle that I'm going to live, but then when those when you are while you are living that lifestyle, responsibilities come with that lifestyle, and then when you decide to go to part of the responsibilities uzowehlisela to your son can take care of those responsibilities. Is it really fair? I really feel like I would fight like that, Nami, for my son. I feel like I am totally on my side on this one to say, listen, akathathanga amakhosikazi awu-4 uLwandle. uLwandle didn't take 4 wives. So mukhiphe ey'ntweni zakho zokuthi now there is something to take care of. In if something needs a man endlini kaMakhumalo, then uLwandle must go there. If something needs a man endlini kaMangwabe, he must go there because akunabo abafana there. And also he must also go to Mayeni, because remember, Mpumelelo is not in KZN. I believe that he lives in Cape Town because that's where he's playing professional soccer. Is it fair? I understand the responsibilities of a firstborn son, but in his home, like in his household, he can help his mother when his father is not around. To expect him that all the 4 household is gonna be responsible for, is it really fair? Nanokuthi, guys, if you look at it, okay, if we say if uLwandle eyinkosana, you know, he has responsibilities on all of the households. Let's just say that, God forbid, let's just say that Umseleko passes away before all of his wife, okay? He passes, he's gone. Obviously, though that homestead is still the Mseleko homestead, ne? Now, because Mseleko insists it's Lwandle's responsibility to take care of all of the households, so he continues, he takes over from his father, he takes care of all the households. Let's just say that, for God forbid, uMayeni passes, okay? Uyadlula emhlabeni uMayeni. Do you think ukuthi uMayeni, do you think ukuthi izinto zikaMayeni would go to uLwandle based on the fact that uLwandle inkosana yaseNdlunkulu? Do you think that? Or do you think ukuthi izinto zikaMayeni will go to Mpumelelo as inkosana kaMayeni? You know? Do you see how unfair this is? Same thing with uMangwabe. If Umseleko passed before uMangwabe and then uMangwabe followed, izinto zikaMangwabe are unlikely to go to uLwandle. They will probably go to uMangwabe's girls. But the responsibility kuthiwa akube kaLwandle to take care of those households in the absence of his father. Yet if uMangwabe, let's say that scenario where Umseleko passes and then uMangwabe passes, God forbid, and then uLwandle went to that household and said, listen, yimi nkosana la ekhaya, I am taking everything because it belongs to me. I will control what you get, nina njengamantombazane kaMangwabe, but this is my father's house, and since ngiyinkosana, I'm in charge. Nobody would allow that. Nobody would allow that. But for some reason, it's okay for him to be put on for that responsibility to be put on him just because he is the firstborn son of the first wife. If that is the reason, by the way, because I am still trying to understand why is it on him more than it is on Mpumelelo to take care of the family. What do you think? What do you guys think about this? Is Mseleko being fair, really? Is this the way things are supposed to be? What happens to Kwabiwa Kwamafa then when a man that has decided to take Uthando Nesthembu now akasekho emhlabeni? What happens? Does that mean ukuthi everything now belongs to Lwandle and Lwandle decides who gets what? Or does he only take over responsibilities, but with the responsibilities there's no benefits that comes to him solely based on the fact that he is the firstborn son of the first wife? If there are responsibilities that are solely going to go to him solely because he is the firstborn son of the first wife, should there not be also benefits to it that comes to him because of that very same reason, for him to get our responsibilities? Anyway, you guys, it's just a food for thought. It's something that I was thinking about while I was watching a preview, just to say, this thing doesn't make a lot of sense to me that he would be expected to take on so much. Why is it him? And is it fair that it's being put on him? Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.